We're getting a little late start today because the children demanded morning snuggles, and that is okay with me. So I sat with them. I drank about half of my protein coffee. So that is what you've missed so far. Not a ton, but I had a pretty enjoyable morning. So I'm about to plan my meals for the day on my phone. I am in the process of losing weight, and diet is the one thing where if I do not get on top of it, I don't lose weight. Last time we talked, my diet had been something that had been really difficult for me because I had recently fallen off and just ate so much processed foods. Since then, my diet is starting to get better. It takes me a while when I fall off to get back into it. So it's been about a week since that last one, and I feel like I've gotten a lot better at tracking meals. I will say yesterday was pizza night, and pizza night, it's just, I always overeat on pizza night. I started doing, instead of our weekly pizza night, we do every other week pizza night, so then it's a little bit more spaced out for when I fall off like that. But I did go to bed last night in pain, so I ate too much. It is interesting though that what too much is for me now is what I would have been just starting when I was 240 pounds. I would have eaten double what I ate last night before I felt any type of pain. And I had 3 slices of pizza and 3 breadsticks last night. Yes, it is a lot, but is it the most? No, because I lived where I would eat a whole pizza by myself, and I wouldn't even count the amount of breadsticks that I would eat. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. We're supposed to be just planning out my day today. All right, so here is today. For breakfast so far, I've done my protein powder in my coffee. So usually I just track the protein powder because coffee is 0 calories, so I don't even bother. And then for dinner tonight, we're supposed to be doing leftovers, which I should see if my husband even left any of his pizza for leftovers. Okay, so my husband didn't leave any leftovers for leftover night. He brought his pizza to work, which is fine. But that means I have to think a little harder tonight because I always plan a leftovers day. And lately, we've been eating all of our food, like as leftovers for lunch the next day, or just at dinner I've made the right amount. And usually I cook way too much and this isn't an issue, but lately leftover night has been difficult. So what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? What are we gonna do? We do have a bunch of leftover breadsticks, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plan spaghetti for the rest of the family. I'm not a huge spaghetti eater, so that's not what I'm having for dinner, but that's what they'll have for dinner. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do Alfredo tonight. So here's the Alfredo that I'm gonna use. I need my pasta that I use. I love this Banza, and I got it from Costco, so this has lasted me like 2 months. And I need to add chicken to my Alfredo, so I think what I'm gonna do, since I do not have any chicken breast completely thawed, is I'm going to do the chicken chunks. These are the chicken chunks. So I'm gonna take a minute. I think the highest calorie thing is going to be the noodles, so I'm gonna start with that. Should I just do a full serving of it? A serving of it is gonna be 190 calories. Sure, let's just go for it. And then this, I'm just gonna put in a serving for right now. Oftentimes, I end up using less than that when it comes to sauces. I just am not a huge sauce person. And then lastly, we add in the chicken chunks. Let me see how many calories I have so far. So this is so far without the chicken, 264 calories. Usually I like to stick between 400 and 500 calories per meal. So a serving of this is gonna be 160 calories, 80 grams. Yeah, let's just go with 80 grams. We'll weigh it, and this will get adjusted at actual dinner time, so this is not completely set in stone. This kind of just gives me a general idea of what the meal is going to look like. So this meal altogether is going to be 416 calories. If I feel like adding broccoli to it, I'm going to add broccoli to it. If I don't, then I won't. But Usually I am feeling broccoli, so I have a feeling broccoli is gonna get added, but I'm not gonna add it until I know for sure. Now for lunch, I know I just got done saying I didn't have any chicken, but I have this like shredded chicken that I made in the crock pot like 2 weeks ago, and I threw it in the freezer. I'm gonna see if this thaws in time for lunch, because I think this week I'm gonna use this on my salads. So we'll just put in chicken breast, and usually, even though it's not grilled, I just use the same one, the grilled, boneless, skinless. 200 grams is probably gonna be a bit much. We'll just do 100, and then we'll just throw in romaine. I don't always log romaine, but sometimes I'll log romaine if I wanna remember that I'm planning to make a salad, but I just don't log like the amount exactly what it's gonna be, just because lettuce is so low calorie, it literally does not matter. I just put it in to remind myself that I'm going to be making a salad. And I think I'm gonna add carrots. I have these shredded carrots that I got at Walmart the other day, so we'll add in carrots with that. Same thing, just logging it so I know to add it. It's so low calorie, it really does not matter, and I don't add enough for it to be over like 30 calories ever. And then cilantro avocado dressing. Will I use 20? I might use 30 grams for that. I think a serving is 40 technically on the bottle. Here it is. This is my favorite dressing from Walmart. It is cilantro avocado yogurt dressing and dip. Never used it as a dip. I should try it as a dip someday. Okay, so a serving is 30 grams. Did I put in 30 grams? Oh, I did. So I'm adding a serving that is 40 calories. I think this is like a yogurt base, which is why it's so low calorie, but it is one of those things you need to eat somewhat quickly. So if you're having salads almost every day, it's a good buy. If not, I wish they came in like a smaller container, because sometimes I just want like one salad for a month and I'm not gonna use up this whole thing. But I'm on a salad kick, so got one of these. All right, so that is 224 calories. I think I'm going to add a slice of my protein bread that I got from Aldi. Gonna add in one slice, and I'll just rip it up and throw it in. And that'll add a little extra protein, a little extra something something. So we are just under 300 calories. This is basically a 300 calorie meal. And it'll be 40 grams of protein, really? Dang, where did all that protein? Oh, I guess I added chicken. That makes sense then. So that will be perfect. And then for breakfast today, I think I might add in a sola bagel. Right now I have the cinnamon and raisin. And we'll see if I want to add a yogurt bowl somewhere in there. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But this is where I'm gonna stop for right now. I am at 995 calories for the full day, at 112 grams of protein for the full day. And I will be adding more onto this as the day goes. So at the beginning of the day, I'll usually add in the main parts of the day. And then there will be little tweaks to the meals throughout the day. And there may be little additions to the meals throughout the day. And you'll notice I didn't add any snacks yet. Sometimes I know I'm gonna be craving a certain snack, like ice cream or whatever. I've been having my Yeso bars every single night for the past week. I might not be craving ice cream anymore. I might be craving popcorn tonight, but I'm not really 100% sure. So I'm just gonna leave it blank for right now. That is how I plan my meals at the beginning of the day. I'm also going to be planning out my meals for the rest of the week later today, but I do hear absolute silence from my children, which makes me nervous. So I'm gonna go check on them. I'm gonna start getting ready for the day. We'll talk about exercise here the next time you see me. So one of my New Year's resolutions was to stretch at least once a week, like have a focused stretch day during my active rest day. Today is the active rest day. I'm gonna try Kaylee Cohen because I love her for all of my strength workouts, but I haven't done any of her dedicated stretch workouts. I don't know how many she has. I feel like it's not a ton, but she has one that I'm doing today that is 30 minutes, full body stretch that hits all your tight spots, increase flexibility, and reduce stretch. So it's this one. I'll pop it up on the screen. I'll put it in the description box down below. I've been on quite the search for a stretch routine that I just really, really like, because my issue with stretching is that I get bored. And with this being 30 minutes, I am kind of nervous that I'm gonna get bored. We'll see though, because I love Kaylee So it has potential. So far, she has a very relaxed tone of voice, which is great. Stretching is supposed to be relaxing, but I think that's part of the reason that I get bored. Are you not gonna let me stretch? Are you gonna want pets this whole time? I can't do this cross-legged sitting thing without being a hunchback. Like, I straighten up and I start going backwards. I don't even know what to put this in my watch as. Other exercises. I wonder, oh, nope, I don't want to run. Ah, that is the opposite of what we were doing today. Oh, she's gonna get started. I'm just gonna pick workout. This is exactly what I like about Kaylee, though, is that she really talks you through it. So I'm thinking about each position I'm in. Every other stretch routine has been very, like, calming music in the back. And then you just watch them do it and you copy them. But she is talking me through it. Like, she's talking to me like I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. And I love that because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. She looks so much more graceful than me, though. She's able to, like, sit up straight. I am not. Ow. I don't know why this arm has been, like, hurting me recently. I don't know if I tore something. Ooh, now this arm kind of hurts. I hope I didn't wreck that. Ow. Oh, Pudge, please don't knock into my tripod. Oh. This is so hard without... Okay, core engagement. You know, I'm just going to use my hands as, like, a little tripod here. I don't know. I'm probably doing this very wrong. Ah! It's supposed to be a forearm stretch. I can feel it if I think about it. Guys, I don't know if anybody else has this. Me and my sister both have this. I am terrified of my wrists. Like, touching it, thinking about it gives me, like, a cringy ick. I hate it. So I try my best to not think about it. I try my best to not get itchy there, which is difficult. You can't control where you get itchy. But I know it's important to stretch it out, especially for strength training, so you can, like, hold those dumbbells really good. I just don't like thinking about it. And I think I'm gonna barf. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. I'm gonna hate editing this even. I have my wrist right at that camera too. Oh my gosh. When I had to get an IV, I tried to explain it to the doctor thinking this must be something that is super common that they see all the time, because me and my sister are both weird about our wrists. And when I got the IV in, don't touch that. That was rude. When I got the IV in and I told her that I just have this weird thing about wrists, she did give me a look. She didn't say anything, but she did give me a look. Which makes me think maybe it's not as normal as I had previously thought. Gosh, I'm using so much core strength because I'm in my cross-legged sitting, trying to keep myself up. Okay, what is she doing now? I started babbling and now she's turned. What is she doing? This is almost like a core workout for me. Oh, she's grabbing her hand with her other hand. I cannot do that. That is not gonna happen. Oh, wow. I also feel like a lot of the stretch videos that I've done so far have not had much arm stretching. Like, this is the most arm stretching I've done. It's usually very, like, legs, hips, a little bit of arms, neck, and chest, maybe? I don't know. I'm very new to this stretching thing. Gosh, my core, though. I'm gonna be sore from just sitting like this. Oh, okay, thank goodness we're moving on. Moving on to legs. This one I love. Elbow to knee. Okay. Oh, I could definitely chill like this for a while. This feels good. Me and Kaylee are wearing a very similar outfit right now, except she has leggings. I can't deal with leggings. I've just come to terms with that because while I would love to wear pants, athletic pants just drive me nuts. You got the leggings, which are tight on my ankles and give me a sensory nightmare. And then you have the flares, which are great, but I feel like my legs are short because flares always hit the ground. And I could get them tailored. I could buy flares that are for shorter people, but I mostly thrift my athletic wear. I mostly thrift everything. Actually, every once in a while I'll buy something new, but for the most part, I thrift my wardrobe, and it's not very often I come across leggings that are gonna fit, so I've just given up on even trying them, so Biker shorts it is. I don't love how I look in the biker shorts, but they are very comfortable and they're great for when I work out, which is the point. And they do look cute with like a crew neck. All right, I'm reaching forward. This feels good too. I can't go down any farther than this. She's like on her elbows on the ground. I can't. I got my hands on the ground, that's it. I can't get my forearms on the ground. I was doing this last night when I was sitting with the kids, waiting for them to calm down and go to bed. So I was literally sitting in the dark doing this stretch. Because it's quiet. And I got a fan going for some white noise. I was like, you know, let's do some stretches that I can think of at the top of my head. Let's prep for tomorrow. And this is what I did. I didn't do the toe pointing thing. I'm hoping the more I do stretch routines, the more I can do this when I'm putting the kids to bed, honestly, because I'm just sitting there in the dark, like I said, waiting for them to just calm down enough that I can leave the room. Because if I leave the room before they're calmed down, like they don't need to be asleep, but they do need to be completely calmed down before I leave. Otherwise, they get up. And then we have to start completely over. Lately, it's been a little bit of a struggle. This one I feel like I almost could get a little bit lower on. Not on my forearms, but a little lower. Okay, nice and tall and over. I can touch my toes now when I'm doing this. Barely. But I couldn't do that before. Woo. Oh. Hey. I'm sorry, I'm moving.
Mama,
You want to stretch?
No.
If you look at the screen, it shows you what stretch I'm doing. That's what I'm doing in here. I'm not just chilling. I'm stretching. Ooh, this is tricky. What are you doing? Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you show me?
Yeah.
Good job. Look at you go. Ow.
I'll be back.
You'll be back? Oh, here comes the other one. You gonna stretch with me?
Hey, what is that?
She's got a dog.
Lady.
I gotta be like all the way back here to stretch. This is not great. Oh, I gotta slow down on that one. My back is not loving it.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I gotta stretch my back. Ooh, I don't have the space for a lot of these. I got like my foot in the shelf now. Alright, I'm about 3/4 of the way through it, and now I'm starting to get bored.
I can go under.
No, don't go under. Ooh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was close though.
A big turn. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm grabbing my feet.
With my feet.
Ah, I don't got much balance though. Oy, I'm falling.
Hey, give it. Hey, get your feet down. Get your feet down. Get your feet down.
Oh, you're right.
Don't do that. That's not enough.
Yeah, she was doing it, but I was doing it a little bit longer than her. Is this the end? I think this is the end. I'm almost done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, I just got up so effortlessly. I did not. All right, my stretch is done. Moving on with the rest of my day. I'm currently eating an emergency bagel. I'm eating my solo bagel because I wasn't hungry at all. So I was gonna almost save this for a snack later because I wasn't hungry. It's getting close to noon, so I'm gonna have lunch here pretty soon. Was gonna save it, but I took my multivitamin. And I am the type of person, at least I thought I was the type of person, that could take all of these different medications that say, make sure you take this with a meal or you're gonna feel sick. Never had that issue. I'm the type of person never had an issue with taking some kind of medication without eating. And I learned that very quickly with this multivitamin that I've been taking, that I need to eat with it or I will immediately, like within 2 minutes, feel like I'm gonna barf. So usually I take it with my protein coffee. Usually when I'm about halfway through my protein coffee is when I'll take it. And it's no issue. Forgot to take it with my protein coffee. And I was thinking, you know, it wasn't that long ago that I finished it. I'll probably be fine. Took the multivitamin, ill immediately. So grabbed this, started mowing down on it, and about halfway through the bagel, I did feel better. So I need to be better about actually eating with my multivitamin. Update on the multivitamin though. I'm feeling so much better. I got a multivitamin that has iron and vitamin D because I've been starting to feel so sluggish throughout the day. No matter what I do, even with caffeine, I just could not kick it. And so I was like, vitamin D, iron, just get a multivitamin. Grabbed a multivitamin, and I've been doing this for like 2 weeks now, and I feel so much better. So I think I'm gonna stick with the multivitamin. It's making me feel pretty good. I have phased out my vitamin C supplement, so I'm hoping there's enough vitamin C in this multivitamin to keep me from catching the sicknesses that my children inevitably bring home from playgroup, from school, all that fun stuff. You know, these bagels, usually I make a bagel in a toaster, you know, like a normal person, or I cut it, but I've been just eating it like donut style, like just take it and eat it. And I've been enjoying it that way. Although the cinnamon raisin one, not enough cinnamon or raisin for me to consider it a cinnamon raisin bagel. So my Walmart for some reason does not sell the plain ones. Otherwise I would just switch to the plain ones because this just tastes like a plain bagel for me. So I might as well just buy the plain bagels. They just have the blueberry one, the cinnamon raisin one, and the everything bagel one, which in the mornings, I don't want an everything bagel. I am not a savory girl in the mornings, not usually. Every once in a while I have my moments. The blueberry one was pretty good though. I'll probably just switch back to that one. Okay, here's my lunch. I haven't strayed from the plan at all yet. I usually do pretty good up through lunchtime, and then after lunch is when I usually get a little bit snacky. I start grabbing things. And maybe it's because I really don't eat all that much up until lunch, but I'm just not hungry and I'm not craving anything. And I don't want to force myself to eat if I'm not really like feeling it, and that may be to my detriment just because then I get real snacky in the afternoon. But as long as I keep track of everything and I stay within my calorie limit, so far my protein is doing great. I assume my fiber is doing great because those Sola bagels have so much fiber in them. It's crazy that there's 40 grams of protein in this. It's crazy. So while I'm eating this, I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I don't really have anything planned. Usually on rest days, I have a ton of things planned for the day to the point where I'm not resting really at all, and it's just a very active day without a organized workout. But today we got nothing, and I'm kind of tempted to play Sims because I have not for a very long time, and I have time today, and my husband fixed our computer. So it's good to go. I got my glasses so I can see the screen now. I think I'm gonna play Sims after this. Okay, I've been playing Sims for like 2 hours. Sims is such a time suck because, like I said, played for 2 hours. I'm only like halfway done with building the house and I want to continue, but I gotta move on with my day. I can't just play Sims all day. I do miss the days of me in college sitting in my dorm bed, wasting an entire day and staying up until like 3 in the morning just playing Sims. You can tell my college life was just wild. Anyways, I'm having a little snack right now. I'm eating one of these Built Puffs. The coconut one is actually really, really good. Now, I will not be repurchasing these because every time I eat them, I always crave more foods. I'm never satisfied after eating one of these. Usually I eat it to satisfy a sweet tooth. I was having a little bit of a sweet tooth, but I'm not gonna be wasting them, so I have to finish them. I just won't buy them again. There's about an hour left until I need to start making dinner, so I'm just gonna do a little cleaning up. I have a bunch of dishes behind me that need to go in the dishwasher. I don't know why I just throw things in the sink when the dishwasher's right there. I could just throw dishes into the dishwasher instead, and this wouldn't be a situation that happens every single day, but I do it. I also need to just pick up toys because there are toys absolutely everywhere, and if I don't pick up toys every like 2 to 3 hours, I start tripping on them and hurting myself. Kind of a lazy day today, except for the stretch. Here's the Alfredo. I got way too lazy to make the broccoli, which is insane because broccoli is not that hard to make, but I was lazy. So here it is. I'm gonna eat that. And I do think that for my snack tonight, I'm going to have my Yeso bar, but I'm gonna take it off of the stick, put it in a bowl, put a little chocolate sauce on top, and then I have the Aldi brand Oreos. I'm gonna crunch up 2 of those, put that on top. I guess I have a sweet tooth now. I'm gonna blame that Built Bar. I swear every time I have a Built Bar, I want so much sugar, but I'm gonna go sit with my kids, eat my food. They got their spaghetti, I got my Alfredo, and we're gonna be happy and eating dinner. Oh, I am full. I am cleaning up all of the spaghetti disaster from the kids. I'm just taking a minute to sit and relax before I need to do round 2 of cleaning, which is all of the dishes that I made from making basically 2 different meals. They're related meals, but 2 different meals. So I am quite low on calories today. If I remember correctly, I'm at like 1,100 or something. So I added in my dessert that I'm gonna have tonight, and this is what it looks like at the end of the day, which is still pretty low, but I had a pretty high protein day, high fiber day. So I'm not super concerned about it. I'm also not concerned about it because I ate so much yesterday that it's kind of normal for me to not want to eat as many things today and not crave as much today. That's kind of how my body is. I fluctuate with like wanting to eat a ton, then the next day being like, wow, I don't want to eat. And a lot of times it's not even a mental thing where mentally I'm like, oh my goodness, I ate so much yesterday that I really should just restrict today. Most of the time, well, that does happen to me sometimes. Most of the time, it's not a mental thing, it's just my body being like, no, I don't want to eat more. So tomorrow is likely going to be a very normal, possibly higher calorie day again, because last minute my friend texted me and said, hey, I'm gonna be in town, wanna hang out? So I'm gonna hang out with her and we will likely be eating, and I will not be tracking absolutely everything. So tomorrow is going to be more of a mindful-ish eating day. So like a day where I eat mostly what I want. I'm more aware of portion sizes of it, and I just try my best, you know? And I do feel like my body is getting to a point where it gets full very easily. Like I am stuffed after that dinner, and I remember a time when I would eat like 4 of those bowls of Alfredo. So my body knows to tell me when I'm getting super, super full, and I'm very, very thankful for that happening. It makes days like tomorrow a lot easier. So anyways, I will show you my beautiful dessert here. Isn't she gorgeous? Love. It's totally going to crush that sweet tooth that I am inevitably going to have by the end of the night. And I will see you next time. Bye.